Christians believe that they are Christians. Satan doesn't want you to know the truth. He wants to trap you inside religion, making you think you're a believer. So what is a Christian? Is it possible to live a good life and not be a Christian? Of course. Is it possible to believe in God and not be a Christian? Yes. Is it possible to go to church and believe in the Bible and still not be a Christian? Absolutely. So doing any or all of these things doesn't make you a Christian. You are not a believer because of what you do. Neither are you a Christian because of what you don't do. While a Christian's beliefs will likely be reflected in his behavior doesn't make him into a believer. Is it possible to believe in Jesus Christ and not be a Christian? Of course it is. There are a lot of crazy teachings floating around about Jesus. That he's half a god, or that he's just one of many incarnations of the Christ, or that he's even the brother of Satan. So belief in Christ doesn't save you, because you have to know the real Jesus of the Bible. Is it possible to have a personal encounter with God and not be a Christian? Absolutely. A spiritual encounter doesn't make you a Christian. Many have these experiences and nothing changes in their lives. So having an encounter with God doesn't prove you've had a genuine spiritual birth. Making a decision for Christ does not necessarily turn someone into a true believer. You don't want to confuse the birth process with its results. Everyone who was born in 1990 is not alive today. But I can guarantee that everyone who is alive today was born at some time in the past. So birth doesn't prove life. Only life proves life. Today, the term Christian is used by our world to describe anyone who believes in Christ in any way. But this is not how the New Testament uses the term. Make certain you understand God's definition about what a Christian is from the Bible. Here's a simple biblical definition. If Christ is in you, though the body is dead because of sin, yet the spirit is alive because of righteousness. Notice, if Christ is in you, the spirit is alive because of righteousness. Another Bible verse says, I have been crucified with Christ, and it is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And for to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. And finally, Christ in you, the hope of glory. When you have a real Christian new birth, Christ actually comes into your heart and your life, and you will be a true Christian. Christ living inside your heart is what distinguishes a believer from a non-believer. Contrast this with the biblical definition of a non-Christian. But if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, he does not belong to him. The absence of the Spirit of Christ from anyone's life proves they don't belong to God. So if Christ is not in your heart, you're not a Christian. You can stop guessing about your destiny. You will not be going to heaven. You're either in darkness or you're in light. Either you have Christ and you're in the light, or you don't have Christ and you're in the darkness. This is plain and simple. So if you've been assuming you're a believer, nail down a real commitment to Christ. Eliminate your doubts by making a real decision to receive Jesus Christ into your heart. Click now on How to Become a Christian.